Have you ever thought to yourself, if I just had more money, I'd be happier? We all know that money can't buy happiness, but it's still hard to break away from the idea that having more money will make us happier. Even when we have enough money to cover our basic needs, it can be easy to get caught up in chasing after more and more wealth without understanding how it really affects our lives. Today, we'll uncover why money isn't the key to true happiness and how having financial freedom can create choices for a better life. We'll explore different ways of thinking about wealth and how you know, and show you how you should use your resources so that you can find joy beyond material possessions. Hello, and welcome to Rise to Your Money Power, where we have honest conversations to empower you around your relationship with money. I'm Pamela Plick, and I'm on a mission to empower women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. I help purpose-driven women to overcome feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or stuck related to their relationship with money so that they can become more confident, achieve peace of mind, financial freedom, and impact without fear. And I do this through my signature programs and services, along with my events and community. Let's get started. The first step to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness is to, first of all, understand why money isn't the key to happiness. When it comes to understanding why money isn't the key to happiness, it's important to recognize that our sense of fulfillment doesn't come from material possessions or monetary wealth. Happiness is found through our experiences, our relationships, and a deep sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. Studies have shown that once people reach a certain level of financial comfort, they don't feel any more satisfaction from additional income. First thing I want to mention is money can create both positive and negative effects in our lives. Having financial freedom gives us the opportunity to make choices for a better life, but it can also lead to greed, envy, and uncertainty at times. To find true happiness, we need to learn how to manage our resources responsibly and use them to create positive experiences for ourselves and those around us. Money can help us meet our basic needs. However, when those who have a lot of money still don't experience a greater sense of satisfaction or contentment in life. Studies show that once people achieve a certain level of financial comfort, there isn't a major correlation between additional wealth and happiness. Money can also help us to acknowledge, we want to acknowledge the power of our attitudes that we have in creating happiness and the feeling of being content. The key here is to maintain perspective on our finances and use them as an opportunity to positive experiences instead of focusing on material possessions that don't bring us true joy. Having financial security gives us the freedom to make those choices for a better life, such as investing in education or taking care of medical expenses or other emergency expenses without fear or worry. Having access to resources can also help create more meaningful relationships with others by being able to share what we have with those in need, whether it's our family members, causes that we are passionate about, or friends. So we're able to share those resources. And it's not just about having money. It's also about how we use our resources wisely so that everyone can benefit from them, or at least everyone that we care about can benefit. The second step to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness is to explore different ways of thinking about money and wealth. It's important to remember that money is not the only resource available for creating a better life. There are other forms of wealth and prosperity, such as time, energy, knowledge, and skills. Having access to these resources can help us create a meaningful experience for ourselves and others. Let's talk about time. Time is a valuable commodity. If we talk to, when I talk to women, purpose-driven women, one of the biggest goals is more time freedom. So time is pretty much important to all of us. Time is a valuable commodity, and having financial freedom can give us the freedom to spend our time however we choose. We can use it for self-care or pursuing our passions without worrying about money. We can also use our newfound freedom to focus on relationships with family, friends, our loved ones, or even volunteer in our community, whatever is important to us. Having access to knowledge and learning opportunities is another form of wealth that allows us to expand our horizons beyond what we already know. Educating ourselves and acquiring new skills opens up a world of possibilities so that we can find fulfillment in life beyond financial success. And, it's interesting, education is the one thing that no one can ever take away from you, your knowledge, your expertise. And that's so important. Investing in new experiences or learning opportunities can be just as meaningful as material possessions and bring greater satisfaction than money could ever provide. We have access to energy. That's another type of wealth. Having access to energy gives us the power to act on our dreams, create positive change in our lives and the lives of those around us. With financial security comes more opportunities for creative expression and meaningful action that contribute to a better world. We're able to, I would just want to mention one of the biggest beliefs that I hear from women, a false belief, is that they can't pursue their passion or what they feel or the work that they feel they're called to do in the world. And a lot of times the reason is due to money. And so, it really is okay to build wealth, to have money. But what I find is, and what I know is, when we can take the fear out of building financial security or financial freedom, then we are free to bring our unique gifts into the world in ways that have the greatest impact. This type of personal growth can't be bought with money. The fact that you're able to do the work you love, working with the clients you love, is invaluable. But it must come from within us, and it's fueled by our passion and our purpose. Ultimately, having financial freedom gives you the opportunity to make choices for a better life beyond the material possessions. By exploring different ways of thinking about wealth, including time, knowledge, energy, you can use your resources wisely so that everyone can benefit from them. And when you focus on cultivating true happiness rather than just accumulating money, you open up the world full of possibilities that can lead to lasting joy in your life. The third step to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness is to understand the ways financial freedom can create choices for a better life. Having financial freedom can open up many opportunities and possibilities that may not have been available to you, or when you had less money. So it creates more opportunities. You're able to make more informed decisions. It can allow you to make informed decisions about how you want to live your life, such as where you want to live, what activities and hobbies you can pursue, and which educational programs or training courses that you would like to enroll in. Also creates flexibility. Financial freedom can also create the flexibility to pursue your goals, whether it's to change your career, start a new business, whatever your goals and dreams are. And it allows you to explore additional entrepreneurial ideas as well and make investments that will help you achieve your personal goals and dreams. Financial freedom is not just about having money. It's also about choices, having choices in life. With financial freedom, you can choose how you want to allocate your resources and time. You can decide how much to save and invest for the future, as well as what type of lifestyle you want to live. Having financial freedom means having more control over your life, allowing you to make decisions that are best suited for you and those that you love. Also provides a sense of security and peace of mind. And, this is a common one that usually, when I ask what is a client's goal, it's security and peace of mind. Financial freedom can provide that security and peace of mind, knowing that whatever happens, you have the resources available to provide for yourself and your loved ones. It can also bring a sense of freedom and joy that comes from having the ability to make choices that are tailored to you and are in alignment with your values and your vision. Ultimately, financial freedom allows individuals to maximize their potential in life and build towards a brighter financial future. Having money can give us the freedom to make those choices that bring joy into our lives, but it's important to be mindful how we use those resources. We need to think about what is our motivation, what is our end goal, when we're coming up or thinking about the different choices that we're making with our money. Is it in alignment with our vision and our values? We must be conscious of the impact that our spending will have on our overall well-being. The fourth step to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness is to learn to use your resources wisely. This starts with taking an honest look at your strengths, weaknesses, and values as the key factors to determining how best to use your personal resources. It can involve evaluating evaluating yourself professionally or personally, from skills you excel in to experiences that have shaped you into the person that you are today. It's interesting. I had a client, excuse me, that one of the exercises that we do in my program is we look at what is your life inventory, the skills, talents, and abilities. And if there are any talents that are being underutilized. And a lot of times it's really an eye-opening exercise. So if you think about this, is one thing that you can do for yourself. Make a list of all of the accomplishments that you've had. Let's go back to childhood to present day. What were all of the accomplishments, no matter how small, small accomplishments, big accomplishments, list them all out. And then once you've done that, look at what are your skills, talents, and abilities. Which of those skills are your top skills? If you needed to go out and make money today, what would be some skills that you could tap into immediately? Also looking at what skills that you have, skills, talents, and abilities do you have that are either being underutilized, or maybe, you don't want to do that anymore. Might have developed the skill earlier in your career, and you did that because you had to perform that particular skill. But now that's really not what you want to do. But it is really eye-opening if you look at that and identify where you might be underutilizing your skills, talents, and abilities, and where there's an opportunity for you to ramp up those skills to help you to create the financial future and the life that you desire. And also money, realizing that money, there are other ways to how building wealth can help you have choices, is to make better decisions. It also helps you to make better decisions about the types of investments in yourself. And by doing so, it helps you make those better decisions about the type of investments that you want to make in yourself and opportunities that align with what matters most to you. That way, whatever time or money you spend will not only be geared towards something that's meaningful, but also provides you with a greater chance of success. In addition, having insight into who you are and what motivates you can bring you clarity when it comes to facing difficult choices. Knowing what type of person you are, such as your preferred working style, communications approach, how you prefer to communicate, what are your interests, which areas interest you, can help you to make more informed decisions without being affected by emotions. Because we don't want to make decisions. You remember we talked about how there are, there with our beliefs, looking at how we make those decisions, a lot of times their emotions get in the way. And there's all different types of emotions, whether it's anger, it's fear, boredom, whatever it might be. We want to make sure that we are making decisions from an informed place, not from a place of emotion. In addition, understanding why certain goals are important to you can be a great motivator when it comes to it, when you come across obstacles and frustrations. So really starting with what is my big vision? How does this vision align with my values? And then making decisions based on that approach. Having this knowledge allows us to stay on track with our actions that align with our values and passions, and then it helps us to avoid those that don't. a great question to ask yourself when you come across a decision, to see if it's in alignment, is to just simply ask, is this decision in alignment with my vision or values? That's a great compass. If the answer is no, then that's not the right decision for you. If the answer is yes, then you want to go ahead and pursue whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. Financial freedom also gives you the power to make decisions that enrich your life. It can provide you with choices and the power to make those decisions, because we know that it's going to enhance our life. It's moving us closer to our financial dream. By unlocking how best to use your personal resources, you're putting yourself in a position to create more meaningful experiences, build some meaningful, and ultimately live your life on your own terms. Having financial freedom is not just about having money. It's also about having options and being able to choose the path that best suits you based on your values and what you want to accomplish. With this kind of freedom comes greater opportunities for success, self-fulfillment, and personal growth. And the financial freedom can bring peace of mind by knowing whatever happens in life, you have the means to take care of yourself as well as those around you. The fifth step is to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness, is to find joy in life beyond material possessions. Rather than focusing on accumulating wealth, it's also beneficial to learn to use your money to create meaningful experiences and bring value into the lives of other people. This could include investing in yourself and others, giving back to your community and causes that you're passionate about, or simply spending quality time with friends and family. And there's a couple of key areas, 3 key areas that I want you to keep in mind when you're thinking about how can I increase my joy and happiness. Number 1 is relationships, right? It's all about relationships. Being isolated or disconnected from your community isn't really healthy living. So making sure that you have a community of high quality peers, as well as, if you have family members that you can depend on, and you're engaging in activities on a regular basis that helps increase happiness, whether it's in person or, nowadays there's so many opportunities to have, be part of an online community. The next area is self-care. And taking care of yourself really is an important aspect of happiness. First of all, you want to be aware of what you need to refuel, right? What energizes you or re-energizes you, recharges your batteries so that you have the energy you need to manage your happiness. And there's a quote that I love from Iyanla Vanzant. She says, self-care is not selfish, it's self-full. So we need to keep our cups full, not only for ourselves, so that we have the energy, the spiritual, the emotional, as well as the physical energy to pursue the goals that we want to pursue, so that the excess, we can take care of others with that. And it's so important. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I love this example, so I'm going to mention it again. If you think back to the last time you're on an airplane, when they give us the safety talk, You know, the first thing they tell you is if the air pressure starts to drop in the cabin, you know, put your mask on first. If you're traveling with, someone, a child or someone that's dependent upon you, put your mask on first, then put your mask on the child. And, I just think it just really hits home that we have to take care of ourselves first. It's not selfish, but it's because if we are taking care of ourselves first, then we are available to take care of others. And then lastly, I want to talk a little bit about purpose. A sense of purpose, or having a purpose-driven life is an excellent way to find happiness. Doing something for others and feeling as though you know why you're here. You're here in this world at this time and place to provide your new unique gifts to make it a better place. So that's always a great thing. Ultimately, money isn't the key to finding happiness because it doesn't provide emotional fulfillment or a sense of purpose in life. But to unlock true joy and contentment, we must look beyond material possessions and focus on experiences, relationships, and meaningful activities that give us a deep sense of purpose and connection with others. Having financial freedom is an invaluable asset that can provide us with more options and the power to make decisions that enrich our lives. However, it's important not to become solely focused on accumulating wealth, because money alone, like I said, will not bring us true happiness and fulfillment. Instead, focusing on using your resources, the wealth that you have accumulated or will accumulate, using those resources to create meaningful experiences and relationships that give you a deep sense of purpose and connection. And by taking the steps towards achieving financial freedom today, then you'll be able to build a brighter future for yourself while finding joy in life beyond material possessions. So to recap, I want to wrap up by recapping. Today we covered 5 steps to understanding money isn't the key to true happiness. We talked about step 1, understanding why money isn't the key. Number 2, explore different ways of thinking about wealth. Number 3, understand the ways financial freedom can create choices for a better life. Number 4, learn how to use your resources wisely. And lastly, find joy beyond material possessions. What I'd like to do is ask you to take some time to reflect on your current relationship with money and ask yourself these 3 questions to help give you clarity and motivate yourself into action. Number 1, ask yourself, what do I value most when it comes to financial freedom? How can I focus on meaningful activities that bring value and joy into my life? And lastly, what one step can I take today to move me closer to the financial freedom that I desire? If you would like to learn more about your relationship with money and how it might be preventing you from taking action towards creating the financial freedom you desire, I invite you to take my free money type quiz. It only takes 5 minutes to complete, and it can change your life. Now, that's my first free offer to you, and that offer applies to everyone. Everyone can benefit from taking the money type quiz. The second offer that I have may be appropriate for a select few of you. If you would like to take a deeper dive into understanding why you make the financial decisions you do, create a mini plan to help you move forward on your financial journey, then I invite you to experience my Money Power Breakthrough session, and it will enable you to get clarity around what's holding you back from creating the financial freedom you desire, what your next steps might be in order to move forward. And like I said, we will create a small or mini action plan to help you in moving forward on what those next steps might be. So I invite you to actually go to pamelaplick.com/thank you. And both of those free gifts are on that page. But again, pamelaplick.com/thank you. And after you've taken the quiz, or if you decide to take advantage of the Money Power Breakthrough call with me, then take a look around and see the other free resources that are available to you to help you start unlocking your financial freedom and setting you up for long-term success. I'd like to leave you with this quote. Money can provide us with choices and the power to create meaningful experiences, but true happiness and fulfillment comes from focusing on relationships and activities that bring us a sense of purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And until next time, remember, you can rise to your money power.